Ah, hello, everybody.
Hi.
That actually worked out nicely. Good morning, folks, and welcome to the Best of the Week show. That's where we talk about, at the end of it, the best comics we read this week. But in the meantime, and in between time,
I don't know the rest of the words.
we talk about all kinds of other media that we had this week.
I'm so sorry. You're trying to throw to me and I'm just not, it's not working. I thought you were doing a lyric thing and I got really nervous.
No, not a lyric thing at all. It is
okay.
quite vaguely like a comics podcast thing, but
Wait, we talk about comics?
we talk about comics.
Oh no.
That's bad news. Bad news bears.
Yeah, that's okay. Nobody's here yet. It's fine.
It's all good.
Good Lord. Okay.
Folks watch this at all times.
Oh no.
Yeah. They watch this as though it was a well-produced piece of machinery. It's not.
I am a well-produced piece of machinery.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
We're not sorry.
Never sorry.
No. Sorry, not sorry.
Never surrender.
Yeah. Cold hearts, dead eyes.
Ted
Can't
Cruz.
lose. It's my favorite thing of the week.
That made me laugh so much. What was that?
That's gosh.
It's media we watched this
What
week.
was
Ready?
What
It
was it last week tonight?
It was last week tonight.
Okay. Oh my god. I feel like
Cold
I'm
hearts,
feeling
dead eyes, Ted Cruz.
Cruz. I can't pass these tests.
Terrible. This is outrageous.
Simone, save me. You're here. Hello.
Tell me why.
I got nothing. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Hello, bonjour.
As ad in Central Alberta told me, bonjour.
Bonjour and mercy buckets.
Yeah.
Alberta French.
It's pronounced Berta.
Oh, I'm sorry. Berta French.
Berta French. With your foyers.
I will murder you.
I know.
That is the one thing. The one thing I can't.
I have a lovely story.
No.
So,
oh, okay.
So Danica is listening
this.
to a sleep podcast. Dead asleep. She's gone night night. Her instincts have taken over because she is not awake. And it's an American podcast. And so the lady says, you walk through the foyer. And Danica audibly goes, right at that moment, still just dead asleep. But here's the word out loud, foyer, and is absolutely upset in the dead of sleep.
Audibly disgusted.
Amazing. I love it.
My dad would be very proud of how French I was in that moment. Yes, Ted Cruz did abandon Texas and went to Cancun. And then when he came back, he said it was a mistake. And he felt very Albertan to me at that moment.
And one of the more important bits, blamed his children.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I mean, not only are you a Cruz, your dad will throw you under the bus.
Yeah, good times. It is apparently well known in American politics circles that everybody hates Ted Cruz, including all of his party members, to the point that Lindsey Graham, garbage human, has said on the record in front of people, you can actually find audio of this. If Ted Cruz was murdered in the middle of the set, nobody would come forward as a witness.
That's a really good quote.
And that's freaking Lindsey Graham.
And he's awful.
Yeah, girl. Talking politics at the top of this fun pop culture show.
Yeah, we know what we're doing.
Heck yeah, we do. Right. So our Thursday show is, of course, our What Have We Been Consuming show, all media. We end it with the best of the week. What we want to know is what cool things you have been watching. We do want to share that with folks and to talk about that. Watching, reading, whatever that you've been doing over the past week. We want to know, partly because we're looking for recommendations for ourselves. Because we're like neck deep in comics and it's really hard to kind of like go out and figure out what's cool for ourselves.
Yeah, we need you to tell us what's cool so we can just be like Pop Lemmings and follow you off a cliff.
I love it.
Pop Lemmings.
Pop lem. Talk about
I got.
Pop Lemmings. Do wop. Wop pop do wop.
Is that a pop-up video reference?
Talk about. No.
I don't know what's happening.
You don't know that song?
No,
I don't know the name of that song, but it's a
this.
song.
I believe you.
Turn down for what?
Not that one.
No, it's not that one.
I like pressing buttons though.
I don't know where I am right now, but apparently it is not on this.
It's not on this wavelength anyways.
No, I don't know. No. Anyway, I had a good day. It was nice. I saw people. I sold comics. I met new people to sell comics too, so that was good. Simone says she rewatched the first 2 seasons of Mr. Robot. Probably going to binge the rest. Yes, that's a show that I've been curious about for a while, and I think I would dig it.
I think so too, from what I've heard of it. I've got this weird habit of checking TV news sites all the time to find out things. So I know that Mr. Robot is kind of up our alley.
Yeah.
And have forgotten a lot of spoilers for that show.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah. It's been a while since it was on, so that's good.
I also think it's on one of our streamings. Maybe Crave?
Almost definitely on at least one of them. So yeah. And Neil Sif, he says, great show for Mr. Robot. So
cool.
That's 2. I love it.
2 votes for robots.
2 votes for our future robot overlords. I know that's not exactly what the show's about, but good times.
Yes. Do you want to talk about Tubi? Or do you want to talk
I do want to. Proposed section, to be or not to be, for the times that we don't actually watch something on Tubi.
Oh my God, I like that.
Yeah.
Because I had brought up what was it? Tubi Announced, where we announce what we watch on Tubi. But I like that you're I like that you're to be or not to be, because we also have Crave and Netflix and Disney Plus and CBC Gem and oh dear.
Simone is saying it's on Prime. We actually don't have Prime.
No, because Amazon is hellscape.
Yeah, we go back and forth on that one because there's a lot of good stuff on there. I want to watch The Expanse. I just can't bring myself to give Jeff Bezos any money. I say that too. Afterlift and Kurt Pierce's book Youth is coming out from Amazon, and folks, they gave Kurt Pierce some money. So like not all bad, because they're like tossing out decent change to creators that also get to in terms of Youth for Kurt Pierce, Calgary boy, also gets to work on that show and run it, I believe.
Probably.
At least work it. I know that.
It's like a ruckus scenario.
Yeah, it's the someone says Amazon is bad. I know, and quite honestly, it's not us scolding you. Like,
oh my God, I would never. No, this is us scolding us.
Yeah, check out this fancy Apple phone. Like, whatever, man.
Yeah. Wait. I have to tweet something about how Amazon
on Twitter
and Apple is bad on my phone.
Let's do some Facebooks. Also responsible for partly responsible for some genocides.
Did you know we live in a society?
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello, Amber.
We definitely did not see this message on our business site. But yeah, we got stuff we could do.
Yeah.
And then Neil Siv says Mr. Robot is anti-societal, anti-debt enslavement. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's up our alley.
I also don't like society, so this sounds good. I
believe would like to be a woods hag.
I would love to be a woods hag. I
discovered some stuff this week.
I discovered this song. I think it was on CKUA. What were we listening to? We always flip around woods hag song. Whoops.
Oh yeah, it was CKUA.
Yeah. And I love it. So it's called Woods Hag, and it's by an artist called Amy Honey. And so I was playing the radio of that mix on Spotify later that day, and I was so happy because it was exactly my jam.
If you type in Woods Hag into
Googly.
Spotify,
Spotify, sorry.
You can find a lot of really great stuff.
I shouldn't try to finish your sandwiches.
It's good. You can always finish my sandwiches. Sometimes I'm not hungry for words.
Thanks. Anyway, yes, look up Woods Hag, and also I found a couple good mixes on Spotify that are Woods Hag related, and I was like, yes, it was good.
These good times. All right, so to be or not to be section. We'll put up the graphic eventually. I don't have it.
Oh,
because I just came up with it now.
Oh, like legitimately, like in your brain, you just came up with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we'll end up pressing a button in the future, and there might be like a little video thing.
All right. Okay.
So
this we watched.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do it.
I'm just like stepping all over your toes.
You're good. Do it.
Yes, sir. Things are weird.
Butts.
I like buttons.
I know.
You're lactose intolerant.
It's true.
You're lactose intolerant.
You're lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
We have a lactose button.
You're lactose intolerant.
Of course we do, because I'm on this show.
For those of you who don't know, Danica
You're lactose intolerant.
is lactose intolerant.
Yeah. And Jake Peralta is my Patronus. Sadly. For good and ill. Thank you. All right. So we watched a movie called Avengers Grimm.
Holy heck, folks.
From 2015. It is what we learned are called mockbusters rather than blockbusters. And it was an adventure in patience.
Yeah. So Avengers Grimm, we were so far through watching it and had the feeling like this has been on forever. It's like an 83-minute long movie, I think. 81-minute long movie.
Oh, the boy's here. Hello.
Because they need to run it on sci-fi occasionally. That's what those movies are made for. And wow, we were maybe halfway through it and we're like, oh, it's been
7 years.
It's been so long.
Hellbeat, my friend. Welcome.
Yeah. Well,
you were just in time for Max showing off his bum.
I was gonna say you were right on time, my friend.
Yeah, because Max knew you were coming like right now, and he was like, my friend, I'm going to show up. I'm going to fix this.
You got your headphones are all wonkety again?
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yes, it does.
So Avengers Grimm is basically what we called grandma bait, what the world apparently calls a mockbuster. It is basically about the back again.
My dude.
It's basically about fairy tale characters who come together to fight the evil Rumpelstiltskin, who is taking over their lands with magic? ?
Yes, because he's a very powerful sorcerer. And they're attempting to fight him. But then there's a magic mirror. Exactly. And there's a battle. There's a small battle in the throne room. Because
a little tiny battle.
Little tiny battle. And what happens is that people fall through the mirror. And then they're in our world.
Yeah. So the magic mirror takes them to our world. It was very important that Rumpelstiltskin not get through there, but he does. And he does what anybody does in that situation. He goes into local politics. His great plan is to take over a city in local politics.
He's the mayor.
He does scale it up, though. I will give him that.
Later in the movie, but
yeah.
When you get there, because they did a dimensional rule, which I like. Time moves faster here than there. So by the time they showed up, it had been years.
And they never did actually say that.
Well, no. They said it once. Because we had to know that Snow White also Snow White.
She basically implies it, and they never mention it again. They're
No,
like,
I felt that it was
it's
enough.
been a while.
But I felt like it was enough for him to get elected to mayor. That could have been
Yeah,
years.
It had to be, but nobody ever said it.
I think she said something like, they're like, how long has it been? And she's like, and it would like go, too long.
And that was it.
Oh my God. She was amazing.
That was it.
She was amazing for what she needed to be. The actress playing Snow White, because at least 3 times they had, I don't know. We like weird, bad stuff. So it's as long as something's fun for me, like the experience of watching it is fun, I generally am okay watching bad movies.
We did still have a lot of fun, despite the fact that we're like, this is taking a while.
Yeah, like if it drags, which is weird because the pacing is actually not that slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Snow White actress is amazing because they give her like these epic shots where they go, and she'd have like a 2 or 3 word line where she'd be like extra dramatic, and you're like, you know what, I appreciate your commitment to sparkle motion, because like you've got this going on, girl.
Yeah. I think my favorite line was when they said the thing, and she's like,
oh my God, yeah, they said the thing.
Yeah, she's doing a big moment, and she's like building up momentum and whatnot. She's like, we need to fight Rumpelstiltskin here. We can't just go home and call it a day, because he's taken our people, and what we need to do is we need to avenge them. We need to be Avengers.
And let me tell you, there's some really good comments going on.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, it's like the title of the movie is like Avengers Grimm, because it is not 50-50. Like the only kind of thing about Avengers is that they form a group and then they fight people, but it's like not Avengers at all.
Yeah, they do have in the promo stuff, it's like Avengers really big, just so that they can sell it to grandmas.
Grandma bait. Riff tracks. I'm gonna do a Google.
We haven't. It's basically sort of like your a Mystery Science Theater 3000.
That's cool.
They basically have continued that because they don't own the licensing to that. And then also Mystery Science Theater 3000 came back for a little bit there and then disappeared again.
Yeah, was it on Netflix?
Yes, Netflix did that.
Okay.
Neil says Kung Fury, and Simone says Kung Fury. Yes, that might be a thing for a day. And then Ben says, this sounds like a good get high / drunk and watch movie. It is absolutely.
Yes, and if you are in a really good mood because of such substances, there is a sequel.
Yeah, which we will be doing eventually.
Oh yeah, we need to take a break from this.
Yeah, because it was a lot. Danica has a bunch of notes.
I have notes. I started writing notes.
Oh, fun fact: Rapunzel at some point, at a couple different points, walking around, uses her hair as a mace. Now I say as a mace.
Yeah.
With an actual mace on the end of it.
It just shows up.
Just like a big steel ball that she swings at people on the end of her hair. She never puts it in. She never takes it out, but it appears sometimes.
Yeah, and her hair is like twice as long. So I assume there's some kind of like growing magic going on. Cinderella was useless. All she could do is make people go to sleep. So you think she'd be Sleeping Beauty, but she wasn't.
No, also, or was she the Frost person? I can't remember.
No,
couple different people had cold powers.
I know. I was like, why do 3 people have cold powers?
A bunch
Just
of different
one.
princesses used cold powers. It was really weird. And also, I'm losing it. Yeah, there was.
You want my notes? Would they help? Would they help?
They might. One of the most important things that I have to let everybody know.
Yeah.
Is that Lou Ferrigno is in this movie as what I will say is Iron Man.
For spoiler reasons.
Yeah. Can't really tell you much more than that, other than when it happens, you're sitting there going like, is this a real thing? Also, Rumpelstiltskin is apparently played by a dude who was in most, but not all, of the Starship Troopers movies.
Yes. His name's Casper something. And I was like, I know that guy from somewhere, but I mean, it could have been anywhere. Yes.
Casper Van Halen, not Van Halen.
Van Diem?
Probably. I just
I
kicked the
feel like that.
camera.
Please don't kick the camera. We need to make a drinking game. Let's see. Well, every time.
Amber, you are correct. It is Marvel, but Once Upon a Time.
It is. Yeah, exactly. And done kind of okay. So let's see. Every time Little Red Riding Hood is a BAMF because she is like the most kick-ass. She gets what you were saying, like is like the hero guy.
Yeah, you would have to do a sip.
Oh, you'd have to do
that happens a lot.
Oh yeah, no. I'm working up to it. I'm starting with the
yeah.
sips because she was amazing. And so she had the quiet, goes off by themselves, just does whatever they want, kind of plot, but she did it really well. So I was like, whatever. I support you.
I basically described that character because it's in a lot of comics. She's the Wolverine. She's the Snake Eyes. She's the quiet murder character who's like the coolest.
Yep.
Except a lady. Yeah.
She's a cool lady. Every time, I think I would say also sip every time Lou Ferrigno growls.
Yeah. Do a shot for when he changes, because that's just once.
Yeah, it's just once.
When he goes through a transformation.
And I'd say do a drink every time Rumpelstiltskin is uncomfortable with a lady.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen too often, but it happens.
Oh yeah. You can get through most of the movie before a very, very uncomfortable sexual scene.
Yeah, like nothing happens, but it's a sexual advance.
Yeah, far too aggressive and not cool at all.
I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. Oh wait, no, 1 hour and 14 minutes.
Yeah, at 1 hour and 14 minutes, you're just like, absolutely no, this is not. And like, that's most of the movie. And then they just like trip at the last 6 minutes where they're like, oh, but we have to. No, you don't.
No.
It is all female leads and dude villains. Yeah.
I will give it that. It's kind of terribly feminist. Like they're trying-ish.
Yeah, it's super bonkers. I do highly recommend that folks watch this weird garbage movie.
I kept forgetting who Sleeping Beauty was because she didn't really do anything except kind of fawn over, I think, Red Riding Hood. And I was like, do they end up together? Can they end up together? No, they don't. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, there's definitely a scene where like, yes, it would be great to get back to my husband. And we're like, of
Wink.
course.
Sure.
It would be great.
Husband. No. There's either no husband or you do not care to get back to your husband.
No. You just want to smooch up on the face of Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Which who can blame you because she's the best character.
She really is the best
She really
character
was.
by far.
Yeah. And y'all were making eyes at each other. You know it. We know it. There was some eyes.
Yeah. So, as always with Marvel and faux Marvel movies, I will hope for the best, but expect the worst in queer baiting.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So for our next Tubi or Not Tubi, we are sticking with Tubi because Tubi is free and y'all can watch whatever the heck you want on it for free. It's a streaming service. They don't pay us. They should pay us.
Yeah.
Pay us, Tubi.
That would be hilarious if Tubi paid us to watch their free streaming service. I would be okay with that. I'm not going to ask questions. Just give us money.
Start like a little bit of a watch. Y'all got a week to watch it.
What are we watching next?
So this came up because when we were doing deliveries, someone was like, "Hi, we're watching Face Off on Tubi," and in my head it went, "I've never seen Face Off. This might be awesome." So we're gonna watch Face Off next week.
Yeah,
and we're gonna talk about Face Off and what nonsense that is. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a high class movie about Nicolas Cage and John Travolta switching faces like high class gentlemen do.
It's basically 90 minutes of makeover scene because they do each other's makeup and they're like, "Oh, your face is beautiful. No, you're beautiful."
Makeover.
And then they're like
makeover,
drunk women at
makeover,
bars in bathrooms. They're like, "Oh
makeover.
my god, I love you so much. You're so beautiful."
I just really like feel a connection to you right now.
Let's be best friends.
Be best friends.
By the way, ladies, does anybody else randomly miss that? Because that is so nice to have just this drunk lady being like, "You're so pretty. Like you just did a good job with your hair tonight." And I mean, also being that lady too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think the drunk lady in the bathroom
Mm-hmm.
is a highly underrated experience.
It is.
And part of the reason why is because it is a genuine moment of somebody just complimenting you on something that you've put together yourself.
Exactly.
There's no pretension.
Nope. No, there's no filter.
There's no expectation. Because she drunk.
Oh, lady is drunk.
She very drunk.
But you want to take care of her. There's a line, obviously, where it goes too far. But generally, you're just washing your hands after whatever. And, you know, one of you will look over and be like, "You know, that is a gorgeous outfit. Like, you look great tonight." And you're like, "Thank you. I tried really hard." And as you can see, I didn't because I'm wearing a gray sack. So that's what happens when I don't go to bars. I don't know. Anyway, guys don't really get that. And if they do, that's good. But I don't think guys get that.
I'm going down. I'm Jimbo Timber. Fire song, baby.
Oh, yeah. Weird segue. Has anyone listened to Kesha's podcast? She's got a podcast about spooky things.
Yeah. So everyone has a podcast.
Everyone.
Kesha has one about, what is it? Kesha and the Creepies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm behind on it like always, but she legit just talks to other celebrities about spooky things and seeing ghosts and like she's very spiritual and she's just like this chill lady.
Yeah.
I think a lot of folks are. Yeah. I love all caps. You've never seen Face Off.
Have never seen Face
I
Off.
know.
I grew up in central Alberta where men did not trade faces. By God, we were God-fearing folk who did not trade faces with no other mans.
We kept our face the way God intended it.
On top of our chin.
But under our beard, because beards are manly, etc., fragile masculinity.
Always make sure to hide your feelings. If you can't hide your feelings, buy a truck so you can cry inside of it. Never let anybody see you. Ford.
Ford, oh no. They're not going to pay us.
Built tough.
Built Alberta tough.
Alberta tough.
If you want to hide your emotions, just grow a beard. And then the tears will just seep into your beard. And they will go away. That's how that works.
This goes well with my truck commercial for dudes. Guys complimenting each other definitely should be normalized and blessed 100%.
Absolutely.
Something that I do try and work in to general conversations.
I actually also try that. Like generally when I have a closer relationship with a customer / friend.
Yeah.
But if a gentleman comes in and I'm like, he's wearing a very nice shirt or something, I will compliment him because it needs to be normalized that other genders can compliment as well without it being flirting.
Exactly. I will always try and catch a haircut and just sort of like spiffiness. I like spiffiness.
Yeah.
You're looking very spiffy today.
We have a lot of spiffy customers, let me say. It was kind of nice. There was this little bit of a shift when a lot of people went back to the office. Not like anyone was like slovenly when they working home, but there was this, I could tell it was like the week that a lot of people went back to the office where I started seeing ties again. I started seeing button downs and I was like, "You're looking very sharp today." Yeah.
Exactly. It's good times, especially because like hair stuff is going a little bit wild and understandably so.
Yeah.
But it's always important to compliment somebody on efforts that they are putting in, and not like biological whatever, right?
Yes, exactly. That's the difference between a compliment and a catcall.
Yeah, exactly.
You compliment someone on something they have done. They have, dyed their hair pink or they've worn a new shirt.
Yeah.
You don't say, wow, your ass looks great. Cool, thanks. I didn't do anything with this today. I'm just covering it with jeans. F the hell off.
Sweet patootie. Shake
that
Yep,
juicy booty. Okay. Sorry, that's an at-home thing.
That's a weird at-home song that
we have
made
like
up.
a weird cheer.
Sweet patootie. Shake that juicy booty.
I swear you got that from a cheer somewhere.
No,
I don't even know.
I did not. That is
definitely
a
the
brain.
rhythm.
That is
That's
a brain
brand?
thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the rhythm probably.
The rhythm probably. And then I think at one point we made it spooky and it was like cursed booty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't remember the other one. Anyway, we have fun here at home.
Wretched patootie. Shake that cursed booty. It was something like that.
It was amazing. I love it.
Oh no, wait. Damnable patootie. Shake that wretched booty. And that was when it was Halloween.
Exactly. 'Cause your booty should be appreciated even on Halloween.
All y'all wretched booties out there.
Oh God. Oh my God, I love it. I love how segued we got off, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. You know what? This is a lot of people's comic store experience because we just don't really filter much.
Yeah, it's
so true. Unfortunately, that's what you're gonna get on the shows.
Well, and that's why we're calling most of them basically your local comic show.
Yeah.
Because it is us bringing the local comic shop experience to you out there because not everybody can come in for various reasons, and not everybody who is our customer is local. And that is part of the experience. So
yeah,
wanted to bring that to y'all. We got some. Wait, what else today?
Excuse me. Can I have some of your water?
No, you can't.
Please.
Maybe you can.
Thank you.
Let's not spill it on all the stuff.
Nope.
That was more of a comment to me.
I'm holding it with one big hand.
We've also started rewatching Parks and Recreation, which I love.
Yeah, we're in season 2, and it's just it's a comfort watch. It really is.
It really is, especially now that I'm kind of adjacent to local
you
politics.
Are. Oh, I bet there's going to be some kind of business board in there that we've not noticed before.
Yeah, local politics is wild, folks.
Mm.
And yeah, I guess elections are happening this year, so that's going to be.
Yeah, people have started announcing their candidacy for mayor and city council.
For like John Mayer? Their candidacy for John Mayer?
Well, I think he's got a lifetime appointment, actually. So it's kind of like a mayor dictatorship, but we're okay with it because it's chill.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's mayor of Your Body is a Wonderland. It's not Wonderland, but Your Body is a Wonderland.
Yeah. That's in Michigan, isn't it?
I think it is. Your Body is a Wonderland, Michigan. John Mayer, mayor of
Mayor
Your Body
Michigan.
is a Wonderland, Michigan.
We're so sorry, Michigan.
I am not sorry.
Yeah,
Michigan.
I'm not really sorry.
Okay.
No.
You know what you did.
Oh, no.
And what you did
Are you going to try to John Oliver, Michigan?
was nasty.
Oh, God. All right.
They know.
So we're in season 2.
Yeah, because season 1's real short.
Season 1 is real short.
It holds up way better than I thought. I remember season 1 and 2 being like, bleh, but like it just gets better then.
Season 1 is actually a lot better than I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered it as totally skippable, and it's not. I like it. It's enjoyable.
It's wonderful seeing somebody who wants to create positive change in the government actually enact positive change in the government. Oh my God, it's so cathartic right now.
So relatable to
there's
you.
a bunch of garbage people on that show, which is a little hard.
Yep.
But I think we talked about this on our last show too. Removing art in the artist is something that you kind of have to do to enjoy anything. And we talked about it a little bit before now too. You hearing stuffs?
No, I'm not hearing stuff.
You're not
That's the
hearing
problem.
anything.
No. I fixed it.
Okay,
I fixed
good.
it. It's okay. No, the problem with you trying to fix it is that,
You should make it worse.
well,
And I
no,
can't hear
you
it?
can't hear it. So there's really no point for you to do it. Hi, Max. I love you, but like not right now.
He's trying to fix it too.
Okay.
The men are trying to fix things
Uh-huh.
as men do
And that ends up well.
with their fixing
You're
hands.
lactose intolerant.
He just pressed the button with his tail. I didn't do that.
He's trying to tell you to cut out the
Oh.
cheese, Danica.
Oh my god.
He's trying to
thank
protect you with his
buddy.
butt.
No, don't go on my computer. Don't go on my computer. Ah! Sorry.
I love that we have people who do cat shout outs on here. Heck yeah.
Max says, whoops, sorry. Max says, hello. He's so grumpy. Look at this grumpy boy. Look at this grumpy boy.
I'm so happy right now.
I'm on a podcast. Yeah,
I'm a man's. Do you want to hear my opinions about the politics or pop cultures?
I just bonked his face.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I think the fundamental problem with Star Wars has to be females.
No.
Oh, Max, no.
Max would never say females. He is a good man. I didn't know where I was going with
He's
that.
a good young man. I forget the tweet that I saw forever ago.
Oh, big boy, heavy boy.
The tweet that I saw forever ago that was like, me, I am all about respecting everyone's pronouns and being really respectful about people's gender. Me to a cat, you're a good boy, Mr. Man, Mr. Man Pants, Mr. Boy.
Yes, I love that so much. Cats and dogs, only two genders. And how dare you say otherwise?
It's so weird, that disconnect. We're just, and yeah.
I like it. I appreciate it. I think that's very sweet.
It was really one of those things where I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of do that, don't I?
We all do.
Hello, Mr. Boy.
Like,
Who's the Duke of the House? It is you.
you are a king because
And
you're a man.
You're a duchess because you're a lady. Kittens.
It's kind of funny though, because if you think about it, once a pet is spayed or neutered, they're gender fluid.
Everyone in this household that is a cat has been
There you go.
scooped and chopped. Just the old
Scoop and chop.
S&C.
God. Anyway, we love kittens, but no kittens for us.
I do like that one. Assigned baby at birth.
Ah, yes, ABAB. Cats are ABAB. Oh my god, I love it. Actually, my weird. No, it makes sense to me, so it'll make sense to you. My Twitter.
So be right back.
Okay, my Twitter picture header right now is a picture of a cat with a cab, and then all cats are beautiful underneath it. And I stole that from somewhere on the internet, and I'm loving it.
To be fair, we also believe in the other ACAB. All cops are bad.
Truth be told, also all cats are beautiful. It goes both ways.
Now start talking about our best of the week.
Oh, we should, I guess. I mean, I could just talk about whatever, but I guess if we have to talk about a topic,
It's been like 40 minutes.
you've been 40 minutes. The people are enjoying this, Brandon.
Your face has been 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, those last two I just brought home to read
Sweet.
because I didn't know if we'd have shelf copies, so I just took them.
These, I'm guessing, are yours.
Oh,
Sneaky.
they're definitely mine.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Austin. All caps, cat. Really, that's all you need. Life is simple. You just need books and cats. Unless you're allergic and then you have dogs.
Exactly. All right, kidders.
Yes, I did hear that Dracula Mofo sold out. We are expecting more. At this point, I don't know if we'll get them.
We might have
until the
sold them
second-
out.
We sold out what we had. But yeah, the Bastard Title editions, you mean?
Yeah, we also ordered an extra case today.
Yeah, well, today, because we heard it was selling out. So that's on me. I should have ordered them kind of weeks ago. But we'll have more copies at some point. And then if we can't do that and they catch on at the second print, then we'll let everyone know. Because we do still have those fancy schmancy dust jackets that were exclusive to like, what, 5 stores, 7 stores? Not much. I like your stink bun doggies, Amber.
Yeah.
I do. They're very sweet.
Very nice.
Sweet and stinky.
All right, folks. We're going to talk about our past picks. and our best of the week. But I'm gonna get you to start this time around.
Hooray. All right. I was trying to pick something older, but then Max, for the love of
He loves being on camera.
Yeah, but we got to get a spray bottle working again because he needs to go away.
We love him.
And I say this and I love him. He is my son, but he needs to go away like right now.
We're usually good for one or two cat dealies. It's because there's a lot of cords and there's at least one of them that would break something very expensive.
Yeah, and our soundboard is literally buttons. So as you can tell, he could press something with his tail. Yeah. He is a cat, but
I remember when we were just testing out a bunch of this stuff, and Max was just showing off the beehole.
Yeah.
And
Hi,
that's how we got onlyfans.com/
Max was
Max XXX butt.
Yes.
Which, if you look at that episode either on Facebook or YouTube, that's apparently the screen cap that was chosen for it by all the algorithms everywhere.
Oh man, we might actually have to do that because it won't be us; it'll be cats. And I think OnlyFans is kind of opening up to like just other stuff.
Yeah, but starting an OnlyFans for our cat and just being like, "Hey,
yeah,
look at this butthole.
Look at this butt." Some folks like looking at buttholes. I don't judge.
2002 was a simpler time.
It sure was.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So this came out a couple years ago now. This is called World Reader, and it is a 1-volume story. And I will read you the back because I am garbage at elevator pitches and Brandon isn't. Wink. We need like a wink sound. That would be
like a ding.
Yeah, because like
Ding.
I'm trying to think of sounds that we'd actually use a lot of, and I feel like we would. All right. Meet Sarah, a psychic astronaut traveling from one dead planet to another, talking to the ghosts of the fallen worlds as she seeks to discover. No, it's not. I'm sorry. As she seeks to discover the secret that's killing the universe, but death doesn't give up its secrets so easily. As a mysterious entity hunts her from planet to planet, Sarah struggles to maintain the trust of her crew and her own sanity in the endless ocean of lost lives. Every world has a story, and if she can find the secret tying them all together, she can save Earth from being the next to die.
It's real good. It's Jeff Loveness, right?
It is.
Yeah, I love that dude.
Yeah. He wrote The Best Groot.
Yeah.
And he's also on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Or
he was
at
a
this
writer,
point.
yeah.
Well, he was, yeah. No, I'm sorry. I should have specified that.
Artist Wando. Tell me Wando.
Now, I love Wando's art, whether it be one human or a team. I don't, because, it's like a Spanish John Doe. But this is what their art looks like. And I've always loved Doe's art. I think they have beautiful colorings.
They did Bad Reception, right?
They did. I was tempted to bring it home because I pulled it off shelf to trade out for something, but I brought other things home. So I might bring that. Anyway, so this was really cool. It's a really sweet story. She talks to planets and figures out how they died, which I think is remarkable. I know there's a lot of deeper meaning in it, but I guess all I want to say is that I really liked it. I really enjoyed it, and I connected with it.
Yeah, because like a lot more of it is very spoilery.
Yeah. Beyond the fact that she can talk to dead planets psychically, that's really what you need to know. And then there's more beyond that, but that is to discover later.
It's a good one. I am going opposite ends of my spectrum for my picks. My past pick is very sad, and my pick of the week is very optimistic. So my past pick is The Few by Sean Lewis and Hayden Sherman. This book is probably one of my favorite reads in quite some time. It's it's basically like Mad Max mixed with Lone Wolf and Cub. So you have sort of like a crossing America type thing in sort of like a cold Mad Max type future. This is the coloring that you're going to get: a lot of greens, a lot of frenetic stuff, but with a lot of red. The issues when they're coming out were well oversized, so that when big moments happen, you get these gorgeous 2-page spreads that really hit you with specific emotional beats and specific action beats. And it's absolutely one of the most riveting books that I've read in my life. Just for the back here, in an America divided between the haves and have-nots, Eden Hale is a soldier on the run, saddled with a gas mask, wearing infant, and aided by the very terrorists that she once sworn to hunt. Aiden is suddenly a woman without a country in a place where you can only survive if you have allies. It's for fans of George Miller's Mad Max films and Cormac McCarthy's The Road. This new cult favorite emerges from the mind of, and it goes through the creators, Sean Lewis, and features the debut of rising star Hayden Sherman. This was his first book that he did, and it is outstanding. I don't think it was the first one he did that came out, but definitely the first one he worked on, because Dim Issues was oversized.
Yeah, can you show some of the art?
Ooh, it can.
Yep. I like to just find a double page spread or something with a lot of color.
Like there's never a lot of color here, but I'm trying to find a 2-page spread that like really evokes kind of what's happening here.
Oh, I like that.
But something like when they show sort of this outlook on the land and it just kind of goes wide. But later in the book, when there's hard emotional moments, there's a lot of really good beats that they just let you page through, and it controls your pace because you can only flip so fast, and so it actually makes you linger on these images instead of just blowing through it on a page. Really, really amazing.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I was also trying to find some like more kinetic stuff, but just flipping through stuff.
Yeah, it's like, what can you do that's not a spoiler? But at this point, I mean, just seeing a page would be fine.
Yeah. And things like you get a good range of motion too, like with this motorcycle thing and just people talking. Like there's a lot to this art, and I really enjoy it.
Yay. Oh, right. It's my turn again.
Get your pickup.
All right. So I don't think anyone who watched Tuesday's show will be surprised. But that's okay. I live to not surprise you. My pick of the week is Patience and Esther. It is a smut peddler book. It is written by S.W. Searle. And they've actually, I don't know if that has
the art and everything, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it has their bio. It probably does. About the author.
It sure does.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, originally hails from spooky New England, but currently lives in sunny Perth. They actually just mention her adult focus work, which makes sense. So I know she's done quite a few comics that aren't adult focused, but she was in the Smut Peddler 2014 edition anthology.
And yeah, this is basically the smutty pen name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think, why do I want to say Lisa? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, I'd look her up. I can probably tell you if I was at the store. But for anyone who wasn't here Tuesday, and that's okay, sensual, sweet, and beautifully illustrated, Patience and Esther is a steamy period romance and an inspirational erotic journey across the epic sweep of history, from the end of a gilded age to the start of an uncharted future. It is amazing. It is a story about Victorian times, two women working as the house help within a rich person's house and falling in love, and then kind of figuring that out because it is well over 100 years ago, and
it's Victorian times.
Folks were not friendly.
Exactly.
But I can say, because a lot of people are worried, it is not a kill your gaze.
No.
There is a happy ending. They are happy. So let me just say that right now, because I think a lot of these stories in these times would usually be like, oh, they're in love, but now they're separated and one of them is dead. Ha. And that's
LOL,
dumb.
LOL, LOL.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, this is a beautiful love story, and they do get to end up together. I will only spoil that because that needs to be spoiled at this point in our life.
Psycho Red says, "Ooh, Smut Peddler, new stuff I have yet to hear of."
Oh,
Smut Peddler is
yes.
a staple of our consensual smut section in the store. Yes, we do have a consensual smut section in the store.
Yes, we do. And we have all of Smut Peddler's anthologies.
Yeah. So good. Love love that and everything that Iron Circus puts out.
Absolutely.
My pick this week is very superhero-y.
Yeah, very different than mine.
It's Superman Worlds of War #2, featuring beefy boy Superman. Beef Daddy Superman.
From soft ladies to beefy boys.
Yeah. What's absolutely wonderful about this, there's 3 names and I always am gonna get all the names wrong. Philip Kennedy Johnson, who is taking over Superman in Action Comics. Action Comics for a bit, Superman for the long term. And Mikhail Yanin put together the main story here. All the stories are pretty good and actually do play in a little bit to the War World type story. But the most important part here is the person who's taking over Superman is using this beefy fight boy book to say something very important about Superman. I'm going to spoil it a little bit because I feel like it's important to communicate sort of how and what's being communicated here. So in the first issue, there's a gathering on Earth in Smallville to talk about what Superman meant to people and how he helped people. And there's this young girl who's there who's just like, no, that's not who he is. Like, that's not who he is to me. And that's not why he's Superman. One man in particular is just like, no, he's Superman because he's like the strongest, the fastest, and the best. Like, that's it. It's not hard. And she's like, oh, get the heck out of here, you ding dong. So this issue actually she explains why he means so much to her. And it's because of something that he wrote as Clark. And it's transposed over Superman fighting for this other person's life on this world. And you find out that he's been doing this over and over and over again, that he's dying every time, that he's not harming the people that he's fighting, but he's fighting for this person. And it's and the story transposed over top of it is a story about a man who has kind of struggled his entire life with defending people to the point where he set up charitable organizations in memory of his kid, his family. But he himself ends up being homeless, penniless, and dies alone. And Clark writes this beautiful story about a man whose humanity pushed him to do remarkable things, even though the world never seemed to give back to him. And it transposes us over this fight. And this is how this writer sees Superman. And that, I feel like, is a very important take these days, to tell people that you fight for people, but you don't necessarily harm others while you do it. You try and take care. And when you see people taking care, recognize them, make sure they're okay. Because, you know, there's always the fight out there, and yes, because they look strong, maybe fighting it, that they still need care too. And it's a beautiful, beautiful book and a beautiful message. And I really, really enjoyed it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. So very excited for the future of the Superman books.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think there's a lot of positivity coming into DC this year. A lot of folks had some doubts, but I think they'll be washed away.
Yeah. I'm super, super happy with what's coming out with DC soon. And Ben, I highly recommend it. the way that they're collecting Future State is super weird. So it might just be the 2 issues that you would need, because otherwise you're going to get like a wild collection with a whole bunch of other stuff in it as well. But oh my goodness, my heart, it was so good. And they'll probably actually collect this specifically in this Writer's Superman stuff by itself too, as like a prologue.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That seems to be what they're doing, because these stories do kind of connect with what they build. So yeah. All right. So that's our show this week.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Me too. Thank you all for watching. And you'll see me tomorrow at about 3 p.m. Doing our final order cutoff show. You'll see both of us on Monday at 3 p.m. It's always 3:05.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Because we build in a little bit of oh god, we need to set up time.
It happens.
And for Yeggs and Bacon, which is our pop culture show, we talk about the news, and on Tuesday to talk about new releases at 8:10.
9:10.
On Tuesday at 8:10.
No, Thursday at 9:10.
8:10.
No, you're right. Just keep saying it. It'll soak in at some point. Sorry, I thought.
It's all good.
And then next Thursday at 9:10, because that's where I am right now.
Yeah, and that's when we do this one where we talk about what everyone read and watched this week. So
yeah, and I mean, it's a little selfish. It's so we can spend some time with the Nerd Crusade on their Twitch, on their live feed.
Yeah. If y'all want a great show to watch before we go on the air, the Nerd Crusade does remarkable work talking about a wider range of nerdy topics. So they're like hands deep into like the video games and the TV and the movies and everything, whereas we are very comics focused.
Yeah. So it's fun to hear about stuff I wouldn't hear about normally, which is nice, because like me and video games, like I'd have nothing against them. I just I'm not in those circles.
Yeah.
So checking in and just seeing what's up is really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome.
So thank you all again, and we will talk to you when we talk to you.
Bye.
Da, 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 da.